Hello folks, Sam Owens here, and I have a real good product for the folks that want a hoist, an electric hoist with remote control in their garage or shop. This is really would do the job. It will lift 660 pounds on just the single hook and cable. On a double hook and cable, when you hook this up with it, it will go up to 1,320 pounds. So this will be ideal for a lot of especially home use and shops that are working and needing those load ranges. You get, first off, you get a manual, and it's going to give you some safety information. You want to read the manual and get familiar with it, and I'm going to demonstrate installing the hoist up here in this location, and it is strictly for demonstrations only. It is not for load bearing, just to support the weight and 50 or 60 pound load that I'm going to lift. So keep that in mind, and you look at your load requirements for what you're going to use it, and use appropriate hardware and mounting techniques to be doing it safely. And first thing over on the right is the remote control and the remote. The remote, I put it in this little case. It's a plastic case. Around shops, there's all kinds of dust and dirt and everything, so that's a nice idea. And this is the remote control sender, and here are the buttons that you can press, and you get a lanyard to hang it up, so it's handy all the time. Okay, so those work together. You get your mounting brackets, which this will take a support bar, is what they show in the diagrams, a square bar, metal bar. I'm using a pipe that is 1 3/8 inch, not designed for heavy lifting, but is the only thing I have right now to demonstrate with. So this is the main support for the hoist, and it's going to mount right back here. One clamp there, or one support there, and one support there. Here's the hardware, and I've already mounted the flat washer and the split washer correctly. You get a little bunch of little screws, and I cannot see where you use these, but they give you a little case that you can put this in. Maybe that's a mount a bracket for the lanyard or whatever. You also get this right here is a support to mount your remote controller part to the hoist, and you get 2 screws that will mount in this bracket to the back of this. I'm going to show all of this, a screw and washers. You get 2 straps to accommodate whatever you're lifting. Each one can do a part, and this is a rather long one, and it has this type of connector. Doesn't have a hook like this, so these two could work together, or this could work by itself and hook into the unit that's on right here. So we're going to show a little bit of this lifting a basic load, just to give you an idea of what this can do. Get the unit itself, and it's in the range of 30 something pounds, so it's manageable. I have to mount this and the that's going to go in it. After I mount it, I'll show you how we put it's a pipe, and I can lift it up. 30 something pounds is not that bad. We're going to lift it up to the top here. You'll see how I'm going to do that. And then once we get it mounted, I'll demonstrate the operation with the remote control. I did find that these come paired, and there are pairing instructions on the case here in case yours didn't get paired or you lose pairing. So this one was paired up and ready to go. All right, let's go with the installation of the mounting brackets. The first thing and the only really assembly you have to do other than this bracket. All right, let me get this around here, and I'm going to put it where I can get to it. And let me get a socket, and actually this is a 11/16. It's the first thing that fit well, and I've got her. Okay, put it in the locking. Okay, now here's the thing: is you're going to mount this, and let me show you here. When I put it in my mounting position, I'm going to mount it like this, and I'm going to put it to the back location right here. And let me just put this right there. So I might as well go ahead and kind of show this. Right here, you see this is a short pigtail, so it has to be mounted on the unit itself. On the bar, you may want to slide it. This bar may be 10 feet long or something, and you may have 2 bays or something, and you need to move it back and forth. In this bracket, that bar will slide as you're going to sit. So this always has to be on the side of this, and I think I'm going to put it like that. Now, the way you do it is there's a red light that shows you if it's operating and ready to work. Put this up here, and I put mine around like that, and this is what's going to mount to the support up there. That's why we need to get this on first. But I'm going to wait until I get it up there before I put this on, mounted. But I'm going to leave one bolt out on this side so that I can put it here. In other words, in one of the brackets like this, I'm going to put it in like that. Okay? So, I'm going to put these in. This is only a short-term installation. I'm going to take it down later because I'm not ready to use it like this. So I'm just finger tightening this just to do the demonstration. Now, that is mounted, but you would tighten these up. All right, now we're going to put, this is the bracket and this is the location I'm going to put that. So I'm going to start right here. Put the bottom, and that's the way you want to put the washers, just like that. Put it through here. Get the bottom one on. And if you just kind of leave it loose like that, it'll go right in and hold. I'm going to leave this one out, put the other one on, start down here. Doesn't matter, whatever you feel like. But you got to have both of these on. And until I get it tight. Okay, once I get it to that point, I'm going to tighten her down a little bit. I'm going to leave it until I get this one in because I may have to slide it down. Nope. So I'm going to get this one. Now, you want all of these very tight because they're going to support the weight. Okay, and I'm going to wait till I mount this over here, and then I'll tighten both of those when I get them mounted on my supports. All right, now as you see, I can lift this up easily. It's not that heavy, and manage it. Now, put these over to the side, and I slide it right through, just like that. And it can slide back and forth. Now, we're going to mount this, and what I do, and actually I needed that, so I need to pull this off. I can line up on the hole and screw her in. If you need to loosen up on the other support, you can do it. And now I just tighten this up. This is it. Okay. I take these two right here. Like I showed you, I line the keys up by twisting and then pulling this back. It's all the way up to the gasket. And then I just tighten her down all the way. Okay. I'm confident that's going to support everything, and then I can use my extension cord to plug it in over here on my workbench. Okay. Now, you can see I've got a light right here flashing, and you see they're showing you the maximum pounds that you can put on. But that's with a double loop, and I'll show you that. This is a lock, and this, when you go up, it hits a switch, which operates a switch right back here. A lever operates a switch and shuts the motor off. So you can press it, and you don't have to worry about it trying to wind it up through. That's an automatic shut off when it reaches the highest level. Now, we need to show the remote control. There's some batteries in the back, but the batteries are already in there, and they're not any chargeables. You have to replace the batteries, AA. Okay, this is the way you turn it on. First, you have a stop. When you press that, you cannot operate. Whoop, you can operate it because I didn't push the stop. See, pushing the stop keeps it from operating. Okay, now when I push the start, I can go down, and then I'll push the down button if I want. So now to go up, what you do is push with the start. Sometimes it times out after a while, so now I can press this and just hold it. The minute you let go, it stops. And then, see, that shut it off. This is what shuts it off, and there's a little switch on the control box back there. So that's how it works. And then when you hit the stop, then it's not going to work until you hit this. So that's a good idea to hit the stop. Is you have to take this buckle apart, and let me go down, hit my start and go down. And then what I've got to do is get the cable going underneath here, and I'll show you that. Let me take this apart. You take the Carter key out right here, and there's a washer on this side. You want to get it back on, and then all you have to do is slide this over like this, take this and put it up here, and then this goes in here like this, and then this will go over like that, and then you put this back in place, and also the Carter pin. And either way you go with it, put it in there, and then bend the long end around a little bit like that. And there, that's going to be the 1320 load. Right there will pick up the most. Of course, the cable is not going to go as far, so there's limitations to each one. If you don't require that high of a level, and within the 500 to 600 pound, you can just use the one wire hook system. So you have to monitor what you're lifting and go according. This is when you want to lift the maximum amount. Okay, I'm going to set up for a lifting demonstration of a big box that I have that's probably 45 pounds. And I'm going to use my remote control to lower the connector hook down to that point. So let me get her. Remember, I hit the green button and then I hit down. Now I'm going to just kind of ride this down because you want you always want to keep these cable wires spooling around smoothly as best you can. Okay, so don't let them overlap. Now, I can pull this up. I have it in the center, kind of, and okay, and then I'm going to put this one on. Okay. Now, I don't know if I've got it exactly in the center, so I'm going to kind of guide one end, but it shouldn't be too out of weight that I can't hold it. So we'll see how that works. And I could have an assistant doing it, and we'll see what we got here. Now I'm ready to go up, and so I want to hit start, and I want to go up. So I'm going to go up a little bit at a time. And I can stop. It's very accurate with stopping immediately. And you see, I do have it kind of balanced pretty good. Okay, now we're going to go down. Once you push the start button, you've got a while before it keys out. Okay? And I can go all the way back down. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down and release the pressure. Okay, there. Now I will unhook this and that, and now I'm going to ride this back up. Actually, I'm going to ride it up and take that off. In my application, I would never need that. Okay, I want to pull this down and keep the pressure on it. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, and now push this. You have to kind of pull this up this way, then rock it all the way around, holding that in. There's a little trick to it. All right, right here, I'm going to take this part off, just like I did before. I put me a little hook right here that I can put it up there, and I'm ready to go. And this, I could hang up here, and it's ready to go. Okay, now I'm going to pull this all the way up. Now this is designed to really work with this. And this is the 660 pound option right here, which would work fine for that. All right, I'm going to see if it'll work without me pushing the start, if too much time is gone. Up. Nope. Shuts off automatically. Or you could watch it and stop it. You don't have to let it go all the way up if you don't want to. Okay, now I'm going to store this back over here, and in the idle condition like that, that is blinking, and so it gives you a warning that you have power on it. So when you see that, there's power to this unit, so be careful with your controller. Okay, folks, I think this is going to really be a great product. Vevor has really gone overboard on a lot of their products, and I particularly like that. So I want to thank you very much for watching my video.